Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I feel like it's been a while since we've done a Storytime, although it was just 2 weeks ago, which is funny. But 2 weeks is half a month, right? Almost half a month. It's a long time ago. So yeah, we're here. We're gonna read you folks some homegrown horror. Homegrown horror are. Adam, tell us what homegrown
You didn't introduce us.
Oh, I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
This is something we do. Tell us what homegrown horrors
Homegrown horrors are the wonderful stories that our listeners and viewers, or just people that have heard of us but never really listened to the show, or our family or friends that pretend like they listen to us, but they really don't, but they want to send in a story to be supportive, send into the show that we read back to you folks. They can be stuff that's supernatural, paranormal, supernatural, I already said.
True crime.
Stop biting your fucking lip and shaking your head at me. They can be true crime, extraterrestrial, sometimes spiritual in nature. That was the one that I was looking for. Yeah, and they're really fun to read. Sometimes they're coincidental. You think something terrifying is happening, but it turns out it wasn't anything at all. And those ones are really funny. Robin, if someone had a story like that they wanted to send us, where could they send it to?
You can send it to storytime@scaryish.com. That is our email. You can go to our website. That happens to be scaryish.com. There's a contact us page. You can fill out that form there, and it gets emailed to us that-a-way. And, you know, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. We don't really check our Twitter too often, I feel like.
I check it fairly often since we missed that message for like a month and a half before.
Gotcha.
So either way, yeah, we would love to hear from you. And let us know if you're sending a story. You can read this on the podcast. Otherwise, we reach back out to you. And if we don't hear from you, then we don't read it. Because we were looking for permission most of the time. So, yeah, that's how we're going to be reading 4 homegrown horrors tonight. 2 shorts, 2 longs. And we're just going to jump right into it. So I believe I'm going to be going first.
And I believe in a thing called love.
I knew you were going to fucking say that. All right. Before I get started, you want to slide over and center a little bit? Can't you just look at the camera and center? There we go. Okay, cool. So let's jump into this first one. This first one's actually going to be my short one. And so this is the deal with this one. A little bit of Jerry Seinfeld for you. This week on the show, I covered what is known as Sudden Unexplained Nocturnal Death Syndrome, or SUNDS, S-U-N-D-S. And we had multiple folks reach out to us to talk about it. And this person reached out, I think, yesterday. And I thought, this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and toss this into the Storytime episode because it is a story and it is 100% directly related to the topic. So.
I was going to say, it's nice because it's related to the thing that we just covered.
And I figured if you're listening to episodes sequentially, since lots of folks say that they go back and they do marathons, and people that are new to the podcast try and listen to them all in a row, this will make the most sense. The last thing you heard was me talking about suns. The first thing you're going to hear about on Storytime is someone talking about suns. So this is from Hunsters on Instagram, and it says, "Hello, Scaryish." Hello.
We're Scaryish.
We are Scaryish. I am currently listening to your latest episode, in parentheses, amazing, by the way. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you to say. But the topic on suns brought back a memory from when I used to live in the Philippines. My dad's second cousin actually died from suns. My dad told me that he went to play basketball after he had lunch, and when he got home, he took a cold shower and napped.
You know what's funny is that it's not funny. What's crazy is that you mentioned that when people are cold before they go to sleep, they've died.
So one of the studies said one of the symptoms is when you're cold before retiring. And he took this cold shower and then went to sleep.
Yeah.
He was a healthy 30-year-old and he passed away in his sleep. It was a big deal in the neighborhood because he was very healthy and had no prior conditions that might have explained his death.
That's really young. 30? That's
30
younger than I am.
Incredibly young. But anyways, thanks for doing what you're doing. What you guys do is great, and you're amazing at it. Smiley
Thank you.
Face.
I appreciate it.
It's very nice of you to say. Thank you for writing in, and thank you for giving us permission to put that on the show. I messaged afterwards and said, is this cool? And actually, they said immediately, like, you can share this on the show if you want. So we appreciate that.
It's really scary when someone dies. Someone in your family dies from something like that. It's sad.
I had a friend growing up whose uncle passed away very suddenly. It wasn't in their sleep, so I didn't mention it on the previous show, but I talked with a few folks that had brought up sudden death issues, basically, that was kind of a popular topic in the Discord. And it's definitely very traumatic. So thank you to everyone who decided to share and talk about those things, because they're not always easy to talk about. And thank you to Hunters. I can't remember how to say your name, and I already closed the email for reaching out and letting us know that that is something that you and your family has experienced. Not you directly, but your family has experienced. So, and again, if you have stuff that's related to our topics, send it our way. We'd be happy to read it. And if you say we can share it on the show, we will absolutely do that. So thank you one more time. All right. Nice short one to start the show. Let's look over, see who's already here.
All right. What are you drinking today? Also, do you have the redemptions up?
Yeah, the redemptions were up until I click literally anything else, then they go down.
Okay.
So, shout out to 911 Girl who just resubscribed for the 11th month and said,
Hello.
Hi, cuties.
Oh, hello cutie. In a not creepy way, sorry.
It's kind of creepy. Shout out to I'm What's for Dinner, 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 and Glitchgram for redeeming drinks. That is 6 drinks redeemed.
Yes. Also, thank you so much for Glitch for resubscribing as well.
Indeed. That was 11 minutes ago for the 23rd month.
Woo-hoo. That's almost 2 years. Okay.
Almost 2 years. Also, shout out to Mad World Bot who followed us 2 days ago. We're off the air. We appreciate that.
Today, I'm going to be drinking wine. Yesterday...
Is that Mickey Mouse you're holding,
it is.
Robin?
Look how cute it is. My coworker went to Disney World, so it says Disney World on the side. But they went to Disney World and picked this up for me because it's what I wanted. And it's funny because before he left, he was like...
He asked one of the most dangerous questions you can ask your coworkers when you're going to Disneyland or Disney World. Do you
want anything from Disney World?
Do you want anything?
And you can find this on the Disney Shop website. And he's like, you can just pick it up off the Disney Shop website. I'm like, Paul, Paul, can you just do this for me? And so he picked this up for me, and I had to test it last night because it's huge, right? So I thought, okay, I can fit a whole bottle of wine in there. I tested it last night. Can confirm it only fits half a bottle of wine. So I have half a bottle of wine in here. I drank the other half yesterday. So I'm going to be drinking wine today because I have to empty this thing out.
Indeed. Ooh. I'm going to be drinking Leinenkugel Summer Shandy as per usual. Man, I wish I could find some fucking Sunset Wheat, but it is just not around town.
Yeah, Leinenkugels, if you could just send us some Sunset Wheat, that'd be great.
Leinenkugels, I've competed in 2 of your beer mixing contests, okay? My friends won both of those, just saying. I didn't win, but I was there. I actually won a consolation prize. I got this sweet fucking Leinenkugels t-shirt that Robin made me throw away because it was a medium. And that's a really long ways away from where I am now. The point is, just send me some fucking Sunset Wheat. Sorry for swearing at you. All right, let's look over into our stream chat and see. The first person here was Laura Ann over there in Twitch. They said hi at 6:22, pretty early. Chunkster said woo. Glitch said woo. Captain Pig, I said woo. Chunkster then put in hashtag Team Workaholic for the battle session. IMB Trainer used Team Awake Too Long. Glitch says, where's my sub message? LOL, whatever. The sub messages do not pop up on the home screen. So that's, you probably put in a message that was actually supposed to be in the sub itself. But either way, thank you so much for subbing, Glitch. We appreciate you. Glitch used hashtag Humidititties for his team. Moon Prince is here as well. Nice to see you. Ginseng Joe. Lizberty is also here. Lizbetry. God damn it. How am I supposed to say this? Lizbetry. I always think it's supposed to be a play on liberty, and that's why I say it Lizberty, and I'm just wrong.
Laura Ann says, finally tried Calpico and strawberry soju, so good. You know what's funny is we went to a sushi restaurant last week. I think it was last week. And
where?
It was that all-you-can-eat place we went to.
I remember the all-you-can-eat place.
It's after we did Area 15.
Oh, right on Flamingo.
Anyway, I had yogurt soju, and it was like with the actual like yogurt in there, right? And I had Adam try it, and Adam's like, "This is the most disgusting thing I've ever had."
It was just yogurt flavored. It had nothing to do with
really
the soju
good,
part of it.
But I got real buzz right away.
It was gross.
It was great.
She got Asian flush too, like right away, which doesn't really happen to her that frequently. Ginseng Joe says that feeling when Scaryish goes live. Thumbs up. IMB Train says, got up yesterday at 6 a.m., had less than 3 hours of sleep last night, got up at 3 a.m., got to work at 5 a.m., and haven't been asleep yet again.
You need some sleep.
That is rough.
Yes, you need some sleep.
Scrolling, Winter Girl 93 says, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us,
IMB Train says, I join in with drinks, in the drinks with some wine, except I think that would be a bad idea right now. Yeah, you should just sleep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Glitch says hot and because I'm Beef Trainer asks, how's the spooky fam? Glitch says hot and sweaty. It is so hot. Spooky Mom today sent us pictures, and it got up to like 130
on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk.
We should say that
around our house. Yeah, It's hot. It is so effing hot.
It is hot AF. Shout out to Kitty Reyes, who's watching us over there in Facebook in the
Hello.
Scary Spooky Friends group, and says, hi, what up? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, today was just really hot. Yesterday, not so bad. Today was like 116.
It's one of those days where I'm like, man, I'm glad I work from home now, because it was brutal just opening the back door to let the dogs out.
Yeah. Someone posted, or you sent someone or something, where it's like the human cells like start dying around 106 to 100.
Between 106 and like 113,
degrees.
yeah, human cells start to die.
It's like, oh my god,
it's
no.
116.
So I'm always dying. Okay. Let's see. Ginseng says, I quit my first ever job on Tuesday.
Oh wow.
Hopefully that's a good thing. Because
always leading to something else. Liz Patrice says, excited to watch a live stream of Storytime.
Have you drank anything yet?
Because
no,
I have a cap on, so that's dead giveaway. IMB Trainer says to Liz Patrice, what's better than the Scaryish Pod with amazing Robin and Adam? This is very true.
Thank you. Glitch says that Blizzard hoodie thing is amazing. 30th anniversary.
I love this thing, and it's Antigua, I think, is the brand, and it's like the most fucking comfortable thing I own by far. It's also made for big and tall. So it's as long as my arms, which is very rare that something that actually fits my arms as well, because usually it's either like super short or it fits my arms and it's like a dress. But this thing is made perfectly. I literally want to buy all my clothes from this brand at this point because it's just my favorite thing to put on my body, aside from Robin.
Is this the only thing that says Blizzard on this whole thing?
Yeah, it's just all black, but it's got a Blizzard 30 logo.
Is there a tag? Like a Blizzard tag?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay. I just know my polo has like a Blizzard tag on the bottom, so I don't know if they do that to all their clothes or it's just like a brand.
It just depends on the brand, I think.
All right.
Laura Ann says, you guys look super cute tonight. Love both of your hair. Thank you.
I'm going to...
I took a shower today.
The color, the purple is coming out a lot now, so it's like just red. So I think what I'm going to do is just put blue in it, and that's what it's going to be for a little while, is just blue. Or pink. I have pink too. I could do pink.
You can do pink.
I don't know.
Chunk says the turtleneck looks really good, Robin.
Thanks. I like it because it's stretchy. It's not hot. That's the thing too. It's like that material that's like I don't know. Breathes. Yeah.
Liz Patrice says, I sent my 6-year-old's book for a homegrown horror via Facebook today. I saw it. I commented on it. It was probably the cutest thing I've seen in a really long time.
It was horrifying.
Also kind of terrifying.
Yeah,
kind of scary.
Creature is horrifying.
I love that there's an actual doll that goes with it too. Ginseng Joe says, King and Queen Scarish looking pretty Shreksy tonight.
I do look like Shrek. Thank you.
No, you look like Princess Fiona in the first one. Before she turns into the ogre, I just always look like Shrek.
All right. I almost says, is Robin wearing a Rubik's Cube? It is a scrunchie that's just giant and is like plaid. XXL scrunchie. I love that brand. Their scrunchies are amazing.
So Sakura over there in YouTube says, we call it, and it's the word that I mentioned in the episode.
He spelled it out, but he didn't want to say it because
it's pronounced very differently than my English-speaking brain sees that word as being. But yeah, over there in YouTube, Sakura says the word for sons in the Philippines. Sherry Redneck says, hey, I can't sign in Twitch, so I'm on YouTube. No worries. Thank you for joining us over there on YouTube. Radio Killer on YouTube says, what up?
Hello. Let's see. Beef Trainer says, well, here in Ohio, something about watching the weather and seeing how it's going to be in Texas. Yeah, Texas is really hot right now. They have a lot of issues going on with like power, right? You're not allowed to do a bunch of stuff
They're asking you to basically keep your house in the 80s at all times, except for I think you're allowed to put it 78 when you're like awake in the evening. There's a lot of things going on in Texas. It's not all of Texas. There's some parts in East Texas that are federally regulated. That are not experiencing the same stress on the grid as the rest of Texas, which is kind of crazy because when that shit went down earlier in the year and things got really bad from the cold, they're like,
that storm.
Yeah, they're like, hey, like the grid in Texas is not meant to handle the cold, and now it's like, hey, the grid in Texas can't handle the hot either now. So yeah, I hope they get that fixed for all of our friends in Texas. We know a lot of you folks out there, especially all across the state that's being affected by it right now. So
if they forced us to keep our house at 80 degrees, no, it's not happening. Like, I would die.
We have a pool in the back.
Okay, I wouldn't literally die.
I would probably just work from the pool.
Yeah.
Seriously, it would be so hot in this house.
Yeah, it would be way too hot. Let's see.
Winter Girl says we're melting in Texas currently. LOL. I believe it. The Snark says, "Hi y'all. What up, the Snark?"
Wait, one of these days I want to try and cook like some cookies, bake some cookies in the car.
Full disclosure: my mom put a pan outside for an hour today and then cracked an egg into it.
An hour is not long enough.
An hour is not long enough. Not to mention the egg was really cold because it was in the fridge, and she sprayed room temperature oil on it beforehand.
Oh,
so I told her,
it's already cooling it down.
I told her like spray the pan at 8 a.m., put it outside, and then crack an egg into it at 3, and I guarantee you it bursts into flames. So
let's see. Aw, Ginseng says, y'all, I gotta go early tonight. See you Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. Liz Betree says, what kind of wine? It's bread and butter Chardonnay. So that's what I have tonight.
Chardonnay. I feel like you should be sipping your drink with your pinky up. I'm gonna scroll a little bit here. Lisbeth is my nickname, and I used a Twitch name generator. That totally makes sense.
Nice.
All right, folks, saying bye to Ginseng Joe. Dre says, hi, y'all. It's been a while since I joined a live. Thank you for joining me.
Welcome back. Dre A, I feel like, is one of the OGs, too. They've been around for a really long time.
Yeah.
Remember 777, that guy? Where's that person?
Yeah, Swazzles, right? Swazzles was there for our first test stream. Some guy named Glitch, we haven't seen him in forever, was there at the beginning. I think Glitch has literally been at every single live stream we've ever done.
Raisin Rebel, I haven't seen in a long time, too.
Yeah. Nefcore says, hi, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining us, Nefcore.
Aw, I'm Turner says, I'll get a bit tonight. Sadly, I think I'll be passing out before or during marbles.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Don't feel any guilt. We 100% support you sleeping. I'm Turner says, dirty joke of the week. Do you want to read it? Or do you want me to read it?
You can read it.
Dirty joke of the week. What did the man say when he was caught pleasuring himself to an optical illusion? It's not what it looks like.
God damn it. Winter Girl says, blue is the hardest color to get out. And Laura Ann says, I'm all about the pink hair. My hair is pink. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really easy to just put pink in, right? Because my hair's already red. So if I put pink in, it just looks like a brighter red. I don't know. I have I have blue, purple, and pink overtone. So
plenty to do.
Yeah.
Yvette over there on YouTube says, love you guys so much. Howdy from Mexico. Virtual hug. Good vibes. All the emojis sent out. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us from Mexico. Tess over there on YouTube says, I'm new. What's the black line in the middle? It's just a divider.
It separates the cameras. Because,
just a divider.
Yeah, because the cameras are tilted in different directions because of the way...
It would be very disorienting because we're sitting next to each other. You know,
yeah.
We're right here, but since the cameras are on 2 different size monitors and they're angled differently because we're very different heights. Yeah, if we were to try and like line up the 2 cameras side by side, like that black bar right behind me where my thumb is, that's also the same shelf that Robin's headset is hanging on over here. And you can see how different those are. And to try and line those images up would just be a nightmare. So I just black barred it. Boom. Middle of the line, separator. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Nefcore says, I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend. And thanks to you guys, I will be checking out Omega Mart. Omega Mart is really so much fun.
I really enjoyed it. Just because we like weird stuff.
Take a notebook to write down all this crazy shit you find.
No, only if you're into lore.
But only if you're into art installations where you have to read.
But like, definitely try out the slides. I enjoyed the slides.
Slides are fun. I think there's 3.
There's just so much weird stuff in that store.
You can buy the stuff in the store too. I don't think a lot of folks realize you can actually purchase those products.
Anything that's not nailed down, you can buy. Pretty much.
Pick up all the red phones, like the phones that you normally like call over the PA system. That's all part of it too.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sherry Rudnick says, I need hair goodies, but I have to find a job first. I have a bunch of phone and regular interviews next week. Finally, yay. Congratulations. And good luck in your interviews.
Yes, hopefully you get those jobs that you're looking for. Let's see. Aw, they say I'm a preschool teacher. Can't wait to see the kids again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Cute.
Where I grew up, they called it junior kindergarten. And then when I moved, not even very far away, everyone called it preschool. And they're like, did you go to preschool? And
no,
I was like, no.
It's preschool.
I went to junior kindergarten. They're like,
that's preschool.
What's that? I'm like, I don't know. Like, what's preschool? And I was the outcast, and it was really hard.
Yeah, I went to preschool. I don't know about junior kindergarten. But...
Chunkster says the heater been so nice this week. I think it's just the heat. It's been so nice this week after it rained on the weekend, around 80s and no humidity. That sounds like some pretty good weather.
I don't have humidititties. I just got sweaty boobs.
Swoobs. Those are Scrolling.
The snarks saying about like their infrastructure and the
Texas.
power grid and all that stuff.
When they fight solar, which takes the stress off the grid during the day, because during the day it's actually collecting and feeding energy back into the grid. I remember the old talking points, and they totally make sense, even though they laid me off. It's 100% true. Laura Ann says, I hate humidity so much. So does my hair. You know what? You're right. Swoobs are not necessarily humidititties, because I imagine humidititties come from humidity. I just figured humidity in your titties is just like the moisture. So
yeah. Winter Girl says, I loved when it was cold. I was thriving when there was a cold front. I frolicked like a kid, and I'm 28.
That's funny.
I would do the same thing. I love cold weather. Dawn says, Robin, love the scrunchie. Seriously, XSL scrunchies. I have so many different colors. They're so cute. I love them.
Snark said, McShake and Bake. We haven't seen McShake and Bake in a little while.
McShake
and Bake popped in over.
But he doesn't interact like he used to.
Yeah.
Which is
sad. He was here about a month ago. He's still in the Discord. I follow him on Instagram, so it's cool to see he's still around.
Oh, Chunkster says, I got my physical done the other day, and I just discovered I'm not 5'3". I'm 5'2.5".
Just round that shit up, dog.
Yeah, just round it up. It's not a big deal.
Silly Snuggle Kid says, I made it. You did
Welcome.
Indeed.
Glitch says, yeah, it's an odd stat, but I've never missed a stream. It's so cute.
You are the best. All right.
Liz Batry says, I recently found out I'm 5'5" and not 5'4". The opposite of that problem.
Nice.
Laura Ann says, I always say I'm 5'2", but I'm pretty sure I'm actually 5'1" and 3/4. Yeah, I'm 5'7" and 3/4, I think. But I always say I'm just 5'8".
I'm like 6 foot and 3/4 of an inch. But if I'm around one friend who says they're 5'9", that makes me like 6'3". And if I'm around a different friend that says they're 5'9", I'm like 6'2", because they're both fucking liars.
Glitch says, under boob sweat is real. Winter Girl says, put deodorant under your boobs. No sweaty boobs. Interesting. I can barely remember to put deodorant on my armpits, though, so you know.
That's true.
All right. I'm going to get into my story. Give me the mouse.
Sure. Here you go. Here's the mouse. Let me mark it.
Oh, I still need to take my drinks, though.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I got 5 drinks left. Let me mark it still. Actually, no, I won't. I'm just going to take some drinks.
Oh, I think I still have 3 more. Chardonnay.
I'm more like Chardonnay. Hey.
Yeah, no, this thing is cool, dude. I really like it. The bottle, I mean.
The Corksicle?
I love Corksicle. Corksicle is probably one of the best, what are those best brands for
tumblers?
Like tumblers that keep stuff cold. And I love it.
I wanted to get a tumbler back, like, when I first started working at Tesla, because my boss was addicted to getting them. He had so many of them, and Robin was like, don't waste your money. And then eventually we wound up getting one that's like just a normal tumbler, like just with a sliding lid thing. And we love that thing so much, so now we have 2 for our collection, and hopefully it doesn't explode. Hopefully we don't get addicted like Eric did.
That SICK brand, the SIC brand, that orange
cool
one.
Too.
That orange one keeps things
That's
really
the best
cold.
one, actually.
That is the best one we own.
Shout out to 52DZ who resubscribed for, get this, the 34th month. That is every month we have ever streamed. Says after 34 years, I get ads.
Oh, no.
You're not supposed to get ads when you're a sub, which is really annoying that that's happening.
Really annoying.
But either way, thank you so much, 52DZ. You are an OG. I would say the OG, especially when it comes to subbing. And you're always here to support us, and it really does mean the world to us. So Robin's chugging some stuff. This is what happens when you guys redeem 6 drinks at the beginning of the show. We actually have to drink all of them. I'd say I'm on 4 because I've already chugged about half my beer. So I'll do a little bit more. Cheers to you.
I'm drinking wine out of my Jack Daniels glass because, you know, yeah. You know what's funny? I posted a picture of Aria the other day, and I realized our freaking booze cart's in the back, and it's just covered in all this stuff.
I posted a picture of our episode that came out, and it got half the likes that our cat got. And I was just like, we should just turn into a fucking cat account. Like, just post pictures of the pets and the cat, and that is it. And we'll get more followers that way. So, all right. I am definitely at 6, because I am almost done with this beer now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do one more.
You do one more. You do that. Why you got to go and do that and do that? There's a bad spot for that. I can't see anything.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Well, now I can't see anything.
We'll move it to a spot. Vivian says, hi, Spooky Critters. What up, Vivian? Thank you for joining us. I'm watching it. Says, I'm starting to run out of dirty jokes. I may have to stop. You just got to Google some new ones, dog. You'll be good. I'm Etran says, I used to be 5'7" before my back injury. After my injury, I shrank to 5'2", Post-op, I went back to 5'5/5'6".
Wow.
With an occasional 5'7" on an exceptionally good day.
911
That's
girl
a serious
says,
back injury.
911 girl says, I used to be 5'8", but probably shrank since I'm getting old. You're not getting old. Oh my God. Let's see. All right. You want to save it right there, and then we'll get back into it when I'm done?
Yeah, I think that works. So I'll hand over the mouse to you and take it away.
The dog's crying outside.
I don't care. Ignore her. I have to do it when I have a meeting. This is more important than a meeting. My hair is doing this weird... She's wanted in this office all day. See this weird curl thing my hair is doing at the very front?
You're Superman.
Is this my Henry Cavill going on right now? If I took off my shirt, we'd look like twins.
Nah, you're Woody.
My Woody?
From Toy Story.
I can't show a Woody on Twitch. They'll shut down our channel. All right, that's a funny joke. So let's go ahead and get into the next one.
All right, so I'm going to read my first story of the episode here. I almost said like second story, but it's not. It's my first. Okay. It goes, hey, Robin, Adam, and Spooky Mum.
Hello.
Hello.
And my mom says hello in the exact same voice as me. She sounds the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
She does half the episodes, actually. We never say that, but it's usually her sitting in the chair.
You're so stupid. All right. I've been a long-time listener on Spotify and love listening to your laid-back and fun banter regarding spooky and interesting things.
Shout out to Spotify.
Honestly, it sometimes helps me get through the day at work. Feel free to share this on the podcast. I'd love to hear you guys read it if you think it's worthy. It's worthy.
Skip those next 2 lines. The parentheses.
All right. So, I've been meaning to write a few times and have decided now was a good time since something just happened, like 20 minutes ago.
I always love getting emails when they're fresh. You can just hear
Certified
the fear.
Fresh.
You can hear the fear in the typing.
Have you ever gotten that feeling of pure dread? Have you?
Yeah.
I don't think I have. Well, no.
You get a feeling of pure dread if a loud noise happens around you. You get it like 3 or 4 times a day.
Like, something bad could have just happened. I haven't had that feeling in a long time, where you get a shiver and your body tingles and you can feel your blood draining. Whenever they draw my blood, I feel it draining. Which is like them trying to pull out.
Her blood drains like sludge.
I know.
She's never hydrated.
Well, I just had that. Last time I had it would have probably been when I was crossing a road and a motorbike skidded to a stop a few feet from Final Fantasy.
What happens when you make us take 6 drinks at the beginning of the show?
A few feet from where I was walking. I was not jaywalking. What's funny is that happened the other day. We went to the razor store and we were walking back to the car, and that car ran that stop sign and stopped right in front of the crosswalk. And the guy freaking leaned out. The
passenger leaned out the window.
The passenger leaned out the window was like, he was totally going to run you over. And obviously, in a joking manner, not really saying that. And we're just like, okay. My sister had literally stepped onto the road and stepped back really fast because it looked like they weren't going to stop.
The passenger was like, we were totally going to run you over. I'm just kidding. Because I think he saw the look on our faces.
Was like,
I definitely had a look of I will drag you out of this car and beat the shit out of you right now. And I think he was really just trying to embarrass the driver. So
okay. But yeah, no, totally know what you're saying about things that it could have been you splattered across the street. All right. This time, though, it was a lot more ominous. I was walking home from work. The bus stop is around a 10-minute walk from my house. Now that it's almost winter here in Australia. What? Oh, yeah, because they're Southern Hemisphere. It's pretty much entirely dark by 6 p.m. There are street lights in the area, but it's never quite good enough to make me feel comfortable. There is a park pathway as a shortcut around the suburb road, but I avoid that at night because there are no lights and it's pitch black. Definitely stay where the lights are. Never go where it's dark. You don't want to give anybody the upper hand when it comes to protecting yourself. While I was walking down the street, I heard someone come out of their house. They were wearing a black hoodie, the hood up over their head. I thought it was odd because who walks out the door with their hoodie already up?
Sometimes I just lounge around and I put my hoodie up and I have my face as deeply hidden into it as I can until Robin yells at me. But when she yells at me, then I talk like the Emperor from Star Wars.
Oh,
like, yes, let the hate flow through you.
I assumed they were going to their car. I kept washing. Jesus. It's because the next word has sh in it. I kept walking, brushing it off. People can use the street too, But instead of going to their car, they walked straight across the road to the side that I was walking on.
Just keep reading. I know she's whining, but it won't pick up, hopefully.
And began walking behind me. Note, there was a pathway on the side that he came from. Immediately, I felt my head spin and looked ahead. I closed the game on my phone and immediately dialed 000. 000 is the emergency number in Australia. I was like, what the fuck is 000? Do you remember the emergency number from IT Crowd?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the actual.
I wish I remembered.
I remember the episode.
Yeah. Oh my god, I wish I remembered the number for it, because it's like this ridiculously long, stupid number in that.
I do think you have to finish that sentence where it says immediately dialed 000.
Okay, my thumb hovering over the call button. I wasn't even sure if it would help if I was grabbed.
So they didn't actually call it.
They didn't just call. They
have
dialed
it in the phone,
yeah.
getting ready to send.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by
the next line. Yeah.
Okay. I looked back a second time. I could hear him following me by the keys he was carrying. He was still there, still following me. I swear he was looking at me from under his hood. I walked faster, keeping my phone close to me. Then suddenly the sound of the keys stopped. I didn't hear it gradually go further away. It just stopped. I was worried he was trying to get the sneak up on me now, so I glanced back. But there was nothing. It was dark and he was wearing entirely black. I don't know if he just stepped off the path or walked over to the park where it was completely dark, but either way, I didn't stop to find out. I kept walking, keeping my phone at the ready just in case I needed to make that call. I turned the corner and hurried home, making sure I wasn't being followed up to or near my house where they might have seen me enter. Even though it was only about 60 seconds that he was walking behind me, it felt like an hour. Even by all the details I remember, I don't remember it happening so quick. I don't know if he had any ill intention or if he was just some innocent guy that realized how spooked I was or caught a glimpse of my phone and decided to back off. Either way, it was terrifying. Remember, guys, keep your phone handy just in case and be aware of your surroundings when you walk. I usually have earbuds in when I'm walking in the day, never at night for this reason. But I'm home safe and sound, and I'll be hoping to avoid that street or keep a close eye out in case he shows up again. Hopefully, I'll be able to send more spooky stories. I have plenty of supernatural creepy stories that have happened and might even write some up for pasta time.
Heck
Keep
yeah.
on creeping on. Thank you so much for sending that story. We really, really appreciate it. It's really scary. We've had multiple homegrown horrors, I feel like, where this person gets followed.
Not this person.
Not this person.
The writer.
But a person gets followed. There was one where a car was following them and followed them into their apartment complex, right?
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I remember the one where they had a car that was following them, trying to get them to get in the car. And then they wound up like leaving and then coming back and stalking them, and they wound up hiding behind a car to get it to go away. There's definitely been multiple instances like this. I will say in this one, like they're wearing all black, it's nighttime, and then you just suddenly stop hearing it. That's the creepiest part of it.
Yeah.
But I always wonder when I hear a story, specifically like this one, where you're not exactly sure what's happening or where they go. If maybe they were just like going to the park, they're just going for a walk, and like they just ducked away and they realized like, oh man, my keys are making a lot of noise. I should keep those from making noise. It's nice to think that maybe this other person was just oblivious to how terrifying they appeared to be, and maybe that wasn't their intention. But I do 100% support and believe that everyone should be on the ready, because if it's nighttime and this exact scenario is happening, like I would not trust a single fucking human being. And I am the type of person that will turn around a lot to let someone know, like, I'm looking at you. I would rather have the person behind me who's not actually following me be nervous that I'm in front of them. Because of how often I turn around and glare at them. So they know, like, I'm not here to fuck around. But I totally understand the idea behind, like, get 911 or 000 or whatever your emergency number is up on your phone. And it will help. They can find where you called from. So at the very least, that's a place to start. And if you're able to, like, say something mid-struggle or after the struggle, or if anything like that does wind up happening, all of that helps. So it's definitely a good idea.
You know, even if you feel embarrassed to call 911 or whatever your emergency contact phone number is, sometimes you can just call them and have them be on the phone with you. There's a 911 operator in the chat. What are people supposed to do, you know? We should have them tell us like what is a good thing for people to do in this situation.
I think we really need to have her on an episode, and prior to having her on an episode, have people submit questions
that's a
that
really
they want to
good
ask.
That's a really good episode.
Ask a dispatcher.
Yeah.
And then she can tell us some of the crazy stories that have been associated
because
with
not
her.
everything is like that show 911.
Yeah,
It's
seriously.
not.
Lots of those people would be fucking fired.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, so maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a 911 episode.
And we'll bring this one up too.
Yeah, so...
A 911 episode. Like Angela Bassett's going to be on the show.
No.
No. Like a dispatcher
No.
episode.
Dude, if we could get like Jennifer Love Hewitt or Angela Bassett or...
I don't think I would literally be able to sit in the same room as Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Why?
I'd be like, look, here's the deal. Like, you were like one of my first crushes and one of my biggest crushes as a kid. Like, and now you're here and I don't know what to do with my hands. So I'm just going to hold them up awkwardly and then Robin can handle the rest of the episode. And I'll just try and smile and it'll look hideous. I would probably be starstruck if I saw her.
I love the cast. Oh man, me too. I love her. I love Chimney. Chimney's probably my favorite in that show, which plays her.
Chimney's adorable.
Yeah, I love him.
It was House Arrest. That's the movie that did it for me. Because they're all kids and they kidnap their parents to put them through therapy to like repair their marriages or just make them act different. And she's just adorable and hot in that. And like I was a kid at the time, so it was like perfect.
She's in Ghost Whisperer.
I've never seen Ghost Whisperer.
So I think that's the one that I knew her most from. But yeah, anyway, that's not about this episode.
We really veered off track.
Email. But yeah, thank you so much for sending your email. Definitely anybody, if you feel like someone's following you, I know the girls over at My Favorite Murder are like, fuck politeness. You know, you don't have to be polite for this stranger that you feel like is following you on the street.
You don't owe a stranger anything when it comes to their comfort if they're making you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100% follow the advice given by the ladies over at My Favorite Murder. # fuck politeness.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you so much one more time for sending that in. Boop. This thing is curling even more. I don't know what to do. I can just push it, but it keeps fucking falling.
Do you want a barrette or like a...
No, I don't think I do. I think if I just push it...
Do you want a scrunchie?
No, my hair is almost long enough to put back into a scrunchie, though. So, it's pretty long. Hello. I was thinking today, like, man, if I was one of those people that, like, dried their hair with a hair dryer and then put product in afterwards, like, I would have a lot of height on my hair. And I've never been that person, and I never will because it just takes too damn long. All right, let's look over in stream chat, see what you folks had to say while we were reading that one.
Winter Girl says, my mom cried when I gave her the Scaryish keychain I got for her.
Aww.
Thank you so much for supporting us. We're so glad she loves us so much. And thank you for being one of our biggest interactions on Twitter. We don't get a lot of interaction on Twitter, but when we do, it's so nice.
It's always nice to see.
It's so nice. I know we don't post
You
a
know
lot
what we
on
need
Twitter.
to do? We need to make a fucking TikTok. Because there's so much interaction on TikTok. It blows me away.
Yeah.
I think we need to make a Scaryish TikTok. I don't know how to tick or talk. So we'll have to figure it out.
You know what's good at ticks? Pets, dogs, cats.
Possums eat ticks.
Get ticks a lot.
I've heard that that's a myth, though. I've heard that they did a bunch of studies and possums actually don't eat as many ticks as they thought.
Really?
Not more than any other
Can't let the dog, she's
member.
so sad.
Sure, just let the fucking dog in. Any other member of the same species. I'm pretty sure it's a rodent. I don't fucking know. Okay, our corgi is in the room. You can see her tail wagging in Robin. Hello, doggo. In Robin's camera. She'll settle in on that bed back there. She'll lay next to us. So.
Why are you so sad?
She's just like a ball of stress today. She wanted to be in the office all day. She was my little shadow. I don't know if my mom got frustrated at some point, but this dog is super sensitive. Like, if you ever get like kind of frustrated and you say something out loud, it doesn't even have to be a swear word. She immediately wants to run and hide somewhere. So she's absolutely adorable. She's half German Shepherd, half Corgi, and she's 100% perfect and wonderful and all ours. So isn't that right, you weeble booey? You're so cute. She's not our booper dog, but she's adorable. So let me keep scrolling, and we'll know we caught up to this moment when we see everyone saying like doggo.
Okay.
All right. Vivian says I had to go swimsuit shopping today. And tomorrow I have to reconnect with a friend I haven't spoken to in a while. Then I have to get my blood drawn for the first time and get tested for hypothyroidism. Right on. Well, hopefully all those things go well. So I have someone in my family, I think, who has hypothyroidism. They have one of the thyroidisms. I don't know if it's hypo or hyper. But yeah, let's hope everything is okay there. Laura, our IMB trainer, says about their injury, I have 2 rods and 4 screws in my back at that spot. Holy shit. It was a massively herniated disc that kept them from being able to stand at their full height.
That's rough.
That is really rough.
Let's see. I just read she replaced her fingers with whips. Her slaps hurt. I don't know what that's in context to, but it's hilarious. I wish I had whips for fingers.
I'm so happy you don't. Girl Panic redeemed a high five. Off-screen high five.
Did you thank Nefcore for subscribing?
I did not. Shout out to Nefcore for subscribing for the third month. We appreciate that. And like the thing is, if you go downstairs with her, she's not going to want to go OUT, and if she does, it'll just be like she'll run around for a little bit. She'll come right back in. She doesn't have anything urgent that she actually needs except attention. She's just being a little.
She wants pets right now.
Attention crazy.
Like you talk to her and her tail wags so much. Hello, puppy.
Vivian says tomorrow I have to reconnect with a friend. Honestly, I'm more nervous about the process of the blood being drawn than the possibility of having a disease. I don't like needles at all. I tolerate them for the vaccines, but taking blood out of my body, nah. Just look away. That's what I always do. Just look away. Know they're doing what they're doing. Just let them know, like, hey, let me know when you're done. That way you're not like staring off into space for a while. And just try and think about something else entirely. Focus on a story that you're writing or something you're doing at work or a friend that you have. Whatever can distract you. So, all right. Gonna scroll a little bit. Killer Cupcake 1991 says, "Oh my god, I love that show." I think
about
we're talking
IT
about
crowd.
IT crowd or 911. It was 10 minutes ago, so I think it was
911.
911.
I love 911. Like, as unrealistic as it is, and how often is there going to be a tsunami in LA? Right.
The OG one is much better than Lone Star.
Oh, yeah, but Judd from Lone Star.
Judd is great. That actor is fucking awesome in like everything. I want to watch everything he's in. I love him.
In the newest episode, sorry, spoilers, but there's a point where like a bunch of people are like, oh yeah, the handsome firefighter came by to help us. And everyone thinks it's Rob Lowe because Rob Lowe comes out walking and he's like, no, the one behind him. And out comes the rookie who's just this adorable little kid, right? He's not a little kid. He's a young man, but it's someone that everybody on the cast is like, what? You know what I mean? It's cute. It's a really cute show. Okay. Anyway.
Winter Girl said, I wish I could get one of those school desks that we had in high school just so I could use it to pop my back.
That's funny.
God, I used to do that so much and it felt so nice. It was just like the perfect rigidness and angle if you just lean back.
Lean back. Okay. Let's see. A lot of people talking about cracking their back. 52DZ says it was a 114 out here. Yeah, 100. They ditched work. Wasn't about to bake today for a paycheck. 100. Good.
That's funny.
One of our friends said if it gets to 115, they send them home from the job. So you can't have people out in that kind of heat, dude. It's just not.
It's dangerous.
Right.
For sure.
Alicia over on Facebook says, hey, they said I'm all alone in Facebook land. Pretty doggo. She has a pretty dog. Do you want to go outside then? I'll let you back out there.
Just open the door and see if she runs out of the office. Outside, she'll like run downstairs. Think something's wrong with her outside.
Now she's just standing.
Just close the door.
Oh, but the air feels so good.
Yeah, I get that. Close the door. The audio, babe. The audio. Thank you. All right, scrolling. 52D said the thing about 114. Vivian said, it looks like that John Mulaney joke where he was waiting at the train station and thought a girl heard the train coming, so he started walking behind her and she got all scared, rightfully so. I thought of that exact joke too. He says, like, they're at a station and they missed the train, so they start walking to the next station together at the same time so they can catch the next train, but there's not a lot of time. So the chick's in front of him and she starts to pick up the pace. So he starts to pick up the pace because he thinks, oh,
I'm going to miss the train.
She hears the train.
Oh. Okay.
And so she starts going faster, so he starts going faster, and then at some point she just breaks out into a full sprint. So he does too. Because he just assumes the train is there. Oh my God. And so at some point he realizes right before he's about to catch her is that she's running from him because she's scared. And he's like, so I didn't know what to do because I can't just grab you and be like, I'm not going to rape you because that's even worse.
What the fuck?
It's such a funny fucking joke.
Oh my God.
And he's funny too because he's such a skinny, like young looking human being. Like he's like, I just barely pass for an adult now. So I never thought that someone could be scared of me. Watch all of his stand-ups. He's absolutely hilarious. I love
Elizabeth
him so
Tree
much.
says Jennifer Love Hewitt is hot.
She is.
5 Daisy says I have a friend in Houston complaining about the humidity. I'd rather have my dry heat. Absolutely.
I'll take the dry heat over that
heat.
fucking humidity any day of the week.
911 girl says we can stay on the phone with a caller until they're out of danger. Also, having the number ready to dial is a good idea.
Boom.
I would love to have a 911 operator episode. I don't know if they're allowed to be on a show though and say like what they do and stuff. I don't know, but that would be
ask her.
Fucking sweet.
Winter Girl says Scaryish hair clips, Robin. Boom, there you go.
I don't even know what I would put on a hair clip. Of course says Jennifer Love Hewitt is hot. She's my fiance's crush.
I feel like if you're anywhere near my age group and you're into ladies, she was just like it for a little while. She was just so freaking hot, and she was everywhere. She still is hot for that matter. Adam,
Sarah Michelle Gellar is probably.
I never really had a thing for Sarah Michelle Gellar because I didn't watch Buffy.
She has a very nice, like, cute pixie face. You know.
I'm not saying she's not adorable and sexy and all those other things that you're supposed to call people, but not. She is those things, but for me, it's just Jennifer Love Hewitt all fucking day. All right, Winter Girl says, Adam, watch out for the hand touching your head. That's funny. Dinosaur says Jennifer Love Hewitt is very distracting.
Got some tiggle bitties.
She does. The song Your Body is a Wonderland is written about her by John Mayer. It is 100% true. It's about her.
No way.
Google it. It's about her. Vivian says, I think the intention of politeness towards strangers that are usually men comes from the thought, this will be worse if I make him mad. I think a lot of times people are afraid that if they do something, they'll initiate it. You know what I mean? And then I've also heard people say like, well, they started it. You hear that a lot. Like, if they wouldn't have been rude, this never would have happened. Or if they wouldn't have said this, this never would have happened. It's a bullshit excuse that's used a lot of times. But I think in most cases, it's like, I don't give a fuck whose feelings I hurt or who I offend. Like, if it's the difference between me being safe and me not being safe, I don't care about your feelings.
Say you hitchhike, right?
Bad idea.
You get bad idea. If you get into a car with someone, don't feel like you need to be polite to them when you start being really uncomfortable because you feel like they're about to kidnap you. You know, like
just don't hitchhike.
But get the fuck out of the car. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
We have definitely hit the spot where the dog showed up. Puppy, hi doggo, doggo, oh hi doggy, dog. Ooh.
Aw,
ee.
Suck a fool says nice Overwatch chair. Thank you. Good. I fucking love Overwatch. If Overwatch wants to like send me some fucking Overwatch goodies, that'd be great. Also, I miss I miss playing. I haven't played in so long. I was like,
what's that sentence?
I haven't played, oh man, in way too long. I need to play some Overwatch.
Dawn says, as Crime Junkie says, be weird, be rude, and stay alive.
Yeah.
That definitely sounds like something they stole from My Favorite Murder. Yeah. Won't lie. I've never heard of Crime Junkie.
I've never heard of them either.
Chunkster says, sensitive and needy. LOL, that dog 100% is.
She is very, very needy. I can hear her downstairs still crying.
Girl Panic says, give her the pets. Liz Betree says, my two Danes are that way. It's just a little more intense with two 135-pound dogs being excited. I bet they'll do some damage.
I also says, I have to watch the needle go in. It seems to hurt less for me if I watch it.
Huh, that's interesting.
I will watch it, and I will watch the first bit of blood come out, and then I can't keep watching it.
Sometimes, most of the time, I'm like just totally fine watching it and watching my blood come out. I have had it happen once or twice if the flow is really fast.
Do you get sick?
I feel lightheaded.
Yeah.
And I think it's psychosomatic at first.
Because you just see how fast it's going. You're like, oh my God, my blood.
But realistically, you can get lightheaded from like giving blood. So like just seeing that, it's just like, I'll be empty soon. Yeah. And you just kind of freak out a little bit.
Your body only has 4 pints of blood?
I think it's 8.
8 pints of blood?
8 pints of blood, maybe.
I mean, a pint is like that little thing of milk, right? That you have when you're at school. The little tiny cube of milk that you drink.
That's a pint?
I'm pretty sure that's a pint.
No way. Because pint glasses, like, have a pint, wait for this whole thing to blow over.
Oh, yeah.
That's much larger.
Okay.
Radio Man says, good evening, everyone. Robin and Adam, the sticker showed up today. What up? Awesome. Glad to hear it.
So then we do have a bit of blood in us then, right?
I mean, yeah. When you see someone get their throat cut in a movie.
Google this. How many pints of blood do we have?
It's got to be 8. I don't know why that number stuck in my head, and I didn't put it there. Chunk says, have y'all seen Angie Tribeca? That show is hilarious. I've never even heard of that show, actually. Liz Betree says, I had blood drawn today, and the girl doing it was terrible. I got stuck 4 times before she found a vein. That sucks. Tessa says, she is fine.
The average adult has between 9 to 12 pints.
Oh, you got plenty to spare.
So we got plenty
you could fill this cup up right here if you wanted to.
Yum.
So that's less than a pint. Okay, anyways, Tessa says she is fine. I'm pretty sure that's in regards to Jennifer Love.
911 says Jada thinks J-Love is hot too. Yeah, she's got some big old bitties. I'm down for that. I'm also says, isn't a pint 2 cups? Yes. 16 ounces. Yep, I'm wrong. But okay, I don't know why. So is it like 4 of those? No, 2 of those makes a pint. 4 pints makes a quart.
I think that's right.
And then 2 quarts make a gallon? Or is it 4 quarts?
I think 2 pints make a quart. 4 quarts make a gallon.
Yeah. Okay. Ugh.
I think that's. I'm pretty sure 4Q equal 1G.
Other countries don't have our stupid fucking measurements.
God,
okay.
I hate.
Other countries.
I think that if I was fucking president, I'm not going to say anything political or get into any of that bullshit. If I was president, I'd be like, look, here's the fucking deal, folks. I am sending out magnets for everyone to keep on anything metal, and we're switching to the fucking metric system because one generation, the generation that would have to deal with it in that moment, would be significantly inconvenient, and yes, it would suck. But guess what? Every child moving forward would know the metric system, and in one generation, we will be caught up to the rest of the fucking world.
For real,
because it's so annoying. It's so annoying we don't use the metric system.
And 1 yard is almost a meter.
Yeah,
right?
It's close enough.
It's close enough.
But if you need exact measurements, it doesn't fucking work.
And
so annoying.
When you're going to school for something like me, who's going to school for civil engineering, you're gonna come across a lot of things, in a lot of classes, like taking chemistry, or maybe not chemistry, but physics, stuff like that. Different classes where it's like some problems they give you, you're gonna be measuring in meters. And then some problems are going to be in feet. And you're just like, what the fuck?
We've made it very difficult
And like
ourselves.
gravity, if it's between like feet and stuff like that, it's like 32.2 or 9.81. You got to make sure you got the right one. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm saying that should
just
happen.
Oh my God. It's so
Chunkster
stupid.
says, oh my God, I can't watch the needle go in me. It will hurt more if I see. I can watch it flow. That's interesting. Tess over there, Nietzsche says, random question. What did you 2 study in school?
Oh, I'm civil engineering. So, fuck.
Journalism, which turned into creative writing.
Yeah, creative writing.
Yep.
You're our little creative writer.
Sure am. Maya said, good evening. Just got home from work. What did I miss?
Missed 2 stories. We still have 2 more stories to go. And now we're raging about the fact that we are not on the metric system. Okay. Let's see.
Lots of folks said they wish they knew the metric system.
Me too. Liz Tree says, my kids are in a charter school and are learning both in elementary. It's forcing me to learn it as well. That's nice.
Good. That's awesome.
Winter Girl says, my dumbass thought feet and foot were 2 different.
That's not your fault though. They're 2 different words.
Yeah, okay. It's so annoying too because like centimeters. See, if we did metric system, right? Millimeters, centimeters, meters. It's all in the same. You just add a move the decimal
it's usually
point.
Multiples of 10. Yeah, so you just move the decimal point.
So it's like what or grams, kilograms, stuff. You just move the decimal point, but we're fucking stupid. Okay.
You know what really grinds my? No, I'm kidding. We can move on. I'm going to go ahead and run the ad over there on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, we still have
We'll continue talking shit about the metric system for 60 seconds. No, you're on Twitch. You'll be right back.
Yeah, it's just like, why the F?
I mean, at one point, more countries used imperial. It just used to be more of a standard. And everyone moved away.
Too much, and now I'm like, fuck this system.
Everyone moved away slowly but surely to the metric system because it was just easier for them to use. I will say, and this is a hot take that people are not going to get because they're watching an ad right now. Fuck Celsius. Celsius is stupid.
No.
Fahrenheit is so much better than Celsius because it's more accurate.
But
the difference between 34 and 35 is like the difference between like 3 or 4 degrees Fahrenheit.
I understand that.
Thank you.
You have more numbers, right, when you're doing Fahrenheit.
It's more accurate.
But Celsius is easy. 0 is freezing. 100 is boiling. You know what I mean?
But building a system off of those 2 arbitrary numbers is fucking dumb.
You're fucking dumb.
It is. It's just like the imperial system where you just pick random bullshit. It's like, how long's a foot? How many inches is a foot?
12.
Why?
I don't know.
Exactly. It makes no sense. Picking an arbitrary point and attaching a measurement to it drives me nuts. I like Fahrenheit. I'm a Fahrenheit kind of guy. Just saying. So, Nefcore got 3 ads. Also, shout out to Kill a Cupcake. No, excuse me. Shout out to Lisbetry, who gifted a sub over to Kill a Cupcake. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you.
Thank you so
much. And welcome to the sub club, Kill a Cupcake 1991.
Let's see. Elizabeth Tree says, I'm subbed, but I've only been on Twitch a week, so I have no idea how much it works. Vivian says, might have to head out soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
So being subbed typically means a few things. One, you get access to sub-only chat, which we've never had to put our chat in. But for any other Twitch channel you might be in, sometimes if there's like a lot of people talking, to get rid of some of the messages, they moved it into sub-only chat. So it's like people who are really supporting the channel are heard rather than people who are just sort of like drowning out.
You also get your own little symbol next to your name, and you also get to use emotes. Exclusive emotes to our channel. I don't know if Adam is allowed to click through them and kind of show you guys what all the emotes are. Thank you so much, Chunkster, for resubscribing with Prime for the 8th month.
Nice.
Suckafool says, is a 12-inch foot 2 feet?
Exactly. It's so silly. Glitch says, maths is not my strongest subject. All right, I'm going to stop there because we are going to go ahead and get to the next story here in a second. And we'll just keep chatting with y'all forever and ever.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, those are the things that you get for being a sub. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Also, if you have Amazon Prime and you have not yet linked it to your Twitch, Amazon Prime, because you spend money for it, comes with a free subscription to Twitch Gaming. I think if you go to amazon.twitch.com or something like that, if you just Google it, it'll let you link those two accounts together and you get one free sub, which means that you can sub to a channel which typically costs $5 and nothing comes out of your pocket. It comes out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. So $2.50 goes back into Jeff Bezos'
like his
pocket.
Corporation, but
and $2.50 go into our pockets, which is always nice. Or you can just sub with your own money. It's $5. So,
and I mean, you could also do like
tier 2 or tier 3.
Yeah, bits are a thing too.
Big ol' bitties. Those are nice.
Or we have a Google donation link, or no, PayPal donation link down at the bottom as well. But yeah, all right, your turn to read.
Cool.
Why don't you get to it?
Don't talk to me like that.
Oh, can you exit this email too?
Don't get into your drunken abusive stage. I'm not ready to handle that. Stop it. You still have your short one to go to? Thought you were gonna go second or third. Second and third. Yeah, that was the plan before the show.
Is it?
It was, not anymore.
Okay, so I'll read then.
No, I'm going.
No, because yours is long and my past one was long. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Fuck, if you want to read, just read.
And we're back. Awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead and move into our next email of the show. And this one, subject is Can't Share on Podcast. Trigger warning, basements. Damn it. I really should have made Robin read this. So disappointed in myself.
I saw that in the inbox. And I was like, oh, he's going to make me read this one.
I always try and give anything that says basements in the beginning to Robin.
But, it's not me.
So, this email starts out like this. Howdy, Robin, Adam, and spooky friends.
Hello.
Howdy. And all the spooky friends, you don't just yell hi or hello right now.
You gotta say howdy.
Yell howdy. And if you have a hat on, you gotta take that fucking thing off and you whoop it up.
And you gotta be like, rootin' tootin'.
You go, yeehaw. All right. And shout out to Spooky Mom.
What other cowboy things are, what else do people say?
If you're a cowboy thing, it's probably like, oh, I've never made it to the playoffs. Something like that. Burn, what's up? I actually love Dak Prescott.
That's fucked up.
I'm going to keep going with this email because it's long.
It's a football reference for those of you that don't watch football.
Keep going. And shout out to Spooky Mom. I'm an editor too, so I feel your pain, my friend. My mom specifically said, so the longest one tonight is wonderfully written. I barely had to do anything. And even though it's long, it reads quick because it's so good. So you did an excellent job editing your work before you sent it. Shout out to you. This is the tipsy Robin stage where she needs physical attention. She's acting like our corgi right now. She's got to have me hold her hand. Got to finger my hand.
It's fisting.
This is fisting, and it's very uncomfortable. I'll mark that twice so I can make sure to take reference to fisting out of the live episode. Or I'm sorry, the edited episode.
You're going to cross it out of your contract?
I would if I fucking could, man. I didn't get any negotiations for my contract. And you get all my money. It doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm going to keep going now.
Okay. Sorry.
I started listening on Storytime number 82, and I have been addicted ever since. Once the pandemic hit, I binged older episodes, and you really have to binge it all in order to appreciate just how often Adam does his Bane impression. Hint, it's a lot.
That's hilarious.
I haven't done it in a while, though. I have a few stories to share, though I'll limit them for now because I do not know the meaning of concise and tend to rabble on for dramatic effect. Story number 1, titled In the Basement.
Get to the basement.
It wasn't a dark and stormy night. In fact, it was rather nice, late summer evening. My brother's best friend had 2 sisters. The 3 of them frequently came over after school. While the boys roughhoused and the older sister shared whispers with my older sister, I usually got stuck with I usually got stuck with the younger sister, Emily, even though she was 2 years younger than me.
Just reread. That shit's loud. They heard us talking about 911. It's the boys. They're coming. And Hen. Love her too.
That never happens. We get cops a lot, but that was definitely a fire engine.
That was a fire engine.
100. I'm just going to take that paragraph from the top. Here we go. My brother's best friend had 2 sisters. The 3 of them frequently came over after school. While the boys roughhoused and the older sister shared whispers with my older sister, I usually got stuck with the younger sister, Emily, even though she was 2 years younger than me. She was okay, I guess. I love getting ratings and reviews of people that were okay, I guess.
That's rude.
Not terribly annoying, but not very interesting either. She could sit for hours and brush my Barbie's hair, while I would rather run around the backyard with the boys. Tea parties were only fun with real cake. Nice. That's my favorite sentence in a long time. One weekend, they invited us over to spend the night at their house. It was my first sleepover. I was 7 years old, and I was so excited, I made sure to bring my Barbie that Emily loved best.
That's cute. Where
That's
you're like,
really sweet.
I have a sleepover. I know my friends, this is their favorite toy. We're going to have fun. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was everything I thought it should be. There was pizza for dinner, and we got to make our own sundaes afterwards. It's pretty fucking sweet. I never got fucking Sunday bar at my sleepovers, literally ever.
I was going to say, I don't think we ever did anything
My
like
college
that.
open house, I had a nacho bar. It's as close as we ever came, and I had to graduate college for that. All right. We watched
We're getting nothing for my graduation.
I'm having a nacho bar for you graduating college.
Taco. We need to get that taco guy that comes out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He'll set up in the backyard. We're fucking doing this. Sorry, tangent. You're all invited.
No, you can't. There's not enough space.
We watched a movie, in parentheses, that wasn't about a princess, and everyone got to play ping pong on the table in their basement. Emily and I played Barbies a little bit. It was the polite thing to do, really. All too soon, it was time for bed. The only room where all of us could fit was the rumpus room down in the basement.
Sounds hot.
We laid out our sleeping bags and fluffed our pillows. I started to feel a little nervous about sleeping somewhere new, so I whispered to my sister, and she scooted her sleeping bag closer to mine.
That's cute.
Wedged between her and tiny Emily, I felt a little better. Then their mom turned off the lights.
No, okay, I'm sorry. 7 years old, you should leave a night light on.
Especially if it's in the basement too.
Okay,
because basements have noises sometimes. So.
A lot of the time, especially if you have like all the water heater, all that stuff down there.
Any of it.
Yeah.
It was dark. The only gleam of hope came from the open basement door and the light spilling down from the kitchen. So the kitchen light was their nightlight.
Okay.
The boys started a game of making animal noises.
Bitches.
We were laughing too hard to think of sleeping, hushing only slightly when their mother yelled downstairs for probably the 4th time to keep it quiet. One by one, everyone drifted off to sleep. Except for me.
I will say, for me, if I feel uncomfortable in a new space, I can't fall asleep. My stomach will start to hurt because I'm really uncomfortable.
So you literally get homesick.
Yeah. But it's not even being homesick. It's like, I don't feel right here. Because I, moved in with someone before. We weren't dating or anything. I moved in with someone into this, house.
I got you, Dawson. We weren't dating or anything. We were just banging a bunch.
No. But I couldn't sleep because it's obviously not where I felt like I was meant to be. I wasn't supposed to be there. I moved out really fast. I didn't live there for very long. I don't think I even slept there for more than 4 nights in total. But it's like I couldn't sleep. And I think a lot of people do get that feeling where it's like they just don't feel like it's right and they can't sleep.
I think a lot of kids get homesick the first time they're away from home too. I definitely had a kid go home on me in one of my first sleepovers. Yeah. He was like, I'm homesick. I'm like, you're a little bitch is what you
what
are.
The
Go to sleep. We didn't even tell ghost stories.
Dickhead.
I'm going to keep going. In the dark and unfamiliar circumstances, all noises were instantly amplified and twisted. More than once, I talked myself down from a panic. Eventually, I fell asleep. I was cold. That was the first thing I noticed when I woke up. There was only stiff carpet under me, and I couldn't feel my sleeping bag. It was so very dark. The light from the kitchen was gone. After blinking into the inky black for a moment, I realized that I was by myself.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
My sister and her sleeping bag were no longer close. Emily and her princess blankets had disappeared into the darkness as well. I could hear them. There were soft snores and movements somewhere, but I couldn't find them. I sat up to see if I could make out forms in another direction and maybe find my sleeping bag. That's when I saw him. A man was across the room. He was very agitated as he paced the floor, hands clasped behind his back, face turned downward. When he turned and paced back the other way, I noticed that he was the only thing I could see. I couldn't see the door to the bathroom that had to be near. I couldn't see the white of the chest freezer. All I could see was this strangely illuminated man that I did not know.
That's creepy.
There shouldn't be a man here. Emily's mom was single, and there wasn't anyone else at dinner.
Whoa, can I just point out, this mom has a bunch of kids staying at her house, and she's a single mom. Kudos.
She gets my MVP for this story so far.
Yeah.
As I watched, he turned again to continue his pacing. I caught a glimpse of his face. He seemed to be talking as his dark slash of a mouth moved, though I couldn't hear anything. But his eyes, they weren't like eyes at all, just like black smudges, as if they had been scratched in with a heavy pencil only to be smeared away. There was no pretending that I was anything but utterly terrified now.
I would be too, fuck.
I heard someone nearby move in their sleep and knew immediately that it was my brother. The frame of the bathroom door came into focus closer than it had been before. But the man, he continued his silent pacing, his furious movements making no sound as he turned again. Given my proximity to him and the bathroom, I realized that his path took him directly through the ping pong table.
Okay, no. He's a ghost. He's not really there.
I might have stopped breathing. There was no other rational explanation. The man I watched was no man at all. It was a ghost. Plain and simple, a ghost.
It's a goo.
Only a couple of yards away from me in a strange house with everyone else blissfully oblivious as they slept. The ghost continued his eternal pacing, and I silently watched his every move, too scared to turn away, too scared to close my eyes long enough to blink. It seemed like hours before I noticed that the ghost faded as other items in the room came into focus. The sun was rising. I finally found the strength to move. I recovered my sleeping bag, still wadded up in its place between my sister and Emily, only a few feet away.
Oh, wow. So this wasn't a dream. This, actually happened.
Sounded like it. Crawling inside, I zipped it up to the top and buried my head under my pillow. It seemed only There we go. It seemed only moments later that I heard voices and movements as everyone else woke up ready for more fun before it was time to leave. I was too exhausted to pay much attention. Despite all the other details from that night being clear in my mind, I can't even remember what we had for breakfast or what we did before going home. And I've been irrationally afraid of basements ever since. Decades later, as I stand at the top of the stairs leading down to my very own basement, the tingling shoots along my spine. I hesitate, weighing the need for more tomato sauce against the desire to run away and hide.
That's funny. That's a really good well-written story.
I 100% thought it was a dream.
I thought it was a dream too, but then the sun came up and you were like, oh, fuck.
And the ghost faded as the sun came up.
Yeah.
That part is super cool.
Yeah. That's my favorite part about waking up, or not waking up, but having sleepovers and stuff like that.
The ghost to terrify you, so
no!
So you're traumatized for the rest of your life.
When you wake up with everyone else, and once one person wakes up, everyone kind of wakes up in one at a time, And
my friends used to sneak out.
What?
Used to wake up and go home and not wake me up and not say bye.
That's mean.
I'd wake up and be like, where the fuck is everyone?
That's what I enjoyed about hanging out with the twins, was we all would wake up one at a time, they would be awake way before we woke up because they're responsible adults and I'm a monster. But it was fun. You just wake up and you make plans, what are we going to do for breakfast? And you just kind of hang out, and it's relaxing. And I don't know, I love sleepovers and stuff like that. I think they're fun.
I agree. All right, I'm going to move into the second story of this email called Story Number 2, Oh Brother.
Where art thou?
I hate you. I grew up in a house that had a friendly ghost down in the finished basement. Holy shit, lots of ghosts in basements.
Maybe stop going in there. Maybe.
I mean, this is a different place with a different ghost in a different basement,
but
so you should be more specific. All basements?
Just stop going in basements. Bad idea.
All right, the story continues. Oldest, in parentheses, 11 years older than me, The oldest brother's bedroom was down there, and the pantry, and the Atari. So sometimes I'd brave the basement to play pole position because some things are worth dying for.
Wow. I've never played pole position. I play a lot of Forza, never pole position. Is pole position good? I mean, it's on Atari. It can't be that cray-cray.
So you're going to ask me a question, then not allow me to answer, and then just answer it for me? Okay, cool. That's good. It continues. While down there, I'd hear things move. Doors close, and even footsteps. The ghost was known as Fred and was fairly harmless, but he still managed to send me scurrying up the stairs repeatedly. All my siblings are grown now, and as families tend to do, we rehash the stories of our youth. Hey, Mom, remember how you grounded my sister for breaking the window? Yeah, that was actually me. I was trying to kill a spider. Revealing details from many escapades up onto the roof of our 2-story house that our parents never knew about.
Wow.
Lots of fun. And we would talk about Fred. During one particularly long session on our family ghost, my oldest brother couldn't hold back any longer. It was me. All of it.
Oh, fuck.
There never was a Fred. No ghost. I moved stuff. I walked around. I made those noises so you little brats would stay out of my room. That is fucking genius older brother move right there.
Oh, man. That's rude.
Since Robin's just all about the tangents this episode, I'm busting in for one. So the most big dick power energy move I've ever seen came from a director at a call center, because we had a team that we used to do Taco Tuesdays for, right? It was like 11 people. And one person was really good at organizing stuff. So I was like, you can do Taco Tuesdays. Just get a spreadsheet together. We'll put in the order. And then, you can run and grab the stuff, stay on the clock since you're grabbing lunch for everyone. And everyone was cool with it. And it got super popular. And the next thing you knew, our 11 team Taco Tuesday became like the adjacent team. So it's like 22 people. And eventually it became hundreds. It was like almost all 300 people were getting the spreadsheet to sign up for Taco Tuesday. It was fucking ridiculous. Every Tuesday. And then our director came in. We'll call her Sean. And she was like, get me some tacos.
Oh,
I know she did this on purpose. She's never told me that she did, but I know she did it on purpose. She also got tacos with us. We're all eating them, like fucking 4 people have to carry in all these catering trays. And then after about 10 minutes, Sean is like, man, there's a bug in mine. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah. And she fucking spits out her food. She throws it in the trash. Everyone refuses to eat their food, and no one wanted tacos for Taco Tuesday anymore. She killed it just by participating in it. And that's the kind of energy this older brother has right here, pretending to be a ghost for literal years to keep their younger siblings out of their room. It continues. I mean, I did constantly raid his stash of candy, and my other brother would wear his clothes or borrow his music without asking. Not to mention he was kind of a jerk as a teenager and pretty much took every opportunity to make us cry.
What are big older siblings for?
He took karate to help with his anger issues. In parentheses, newsflash, it didn't help.
It makes, I don't know, when you have anger issues and you get put into something like karate, it's like, nah, I want to hit stuff.
Let me give you something to take your energy out on, but then when you're angry again and you're not here, you're more dangerous.
I think like stuff like putting them in football, where you're like beating up on somebody for hours, and then by the time you get home, you're tired, That's different. Whereas like karate, it's like, yeah, go for an hour.
Well, karate is definitely supposed to teach you discipline. I just think a lot of younger people are too immature to get it, and they just want to take out, how do I hurt people? The email continues. My mom was finishing her degree, so he'd be left in charge of us after school. He'd have all 4 of us younger kids attack him so he could take us down with his moves. Yeah, that sucked.
You could take it either way, though. Like, I mean, if you're one of the younger siblings who's just constantly running at them, and your brother's just like, ha, you know what I mean?
My brother, everything he learned when it came to MMA or boxing, he wanted to show me, and by that, he just beat the shit out of me.
He made it painful? Okay.
Yeah, until I learned how to defend myself, and then we just fought all the time. The email continues. So yes, my brother, the biggest jerk ever, proved that he'd stooped to causing childhood trauma to keep us out of his room. And just to be clear, this jerkface was not at the house with the sleepover, which means he wasn't the ghost at that house. No, my friends, there's no explanation for that one. Thanks for listening to my stories. I shared the first story on my blog, in parentheses, way back in the day when mommy bloggers were cool.
Aww.
But I don't think any of my readers really believe me. I am kind of overly dramatic, but also weird stuff just keeps happening to me. I have many other stories, like the time I toured the Queen Mary, and even a true crime moment.
I think the Queen Mary is actually haunted.
Are they scuttling it?
Yeah, they're leaving it to just sink. But like when Ryan Vergara, when he stayed there, he actually has video footage of something super creepy happening on that boat. And
Ghost Adventures also discovered fake shit on there.
No, okay.
It was one of the few times they like found stuff where it's like a box that had like sounds in it, right?
So Ryan was with his sister or something like that. They were in a room. It was the morning. They were brushing their teeth. They had a Ziploc bag, like one of those thinner sandwich bags that they put their toiletries in, right?
I remember seeing
on
this,
the counter. You saw it?
You showed it to me like 6 times.
But the bag crunches without anything
It's
touching
like someone
it.
puts their hand on it and pushes it down.
Yeah.
You're shaking the shit out of these
I'm
cameras,
sorry,
dog.
but I'm really like passionate about this. I think it's really haunted.
Take your hand off the desk.
My hand's not doing it.
It was literally just holding this while you were doing
It's my
this.
leg.
Cool. Robin thinks the Queen Mary is haunted. I'm going to continue on.
Come on.
And even a true crime moment. But since it took me over a year to write these stories down, love you guys, love the podcast, love the community you've created. We didn't create it, just built up around us.
Yeah, we're very thankful for the freaking amazing community that we have. I don't know, you guys are awesome.
I recently lost my previous Omen baby, and someone in the Discord server made me a sweet tribute for her. I don't know if they want to be named, so I'll withhold here, but it was a balm for my bruised heart.
That's really precious.
Next time I come to Vegas, I'd love to take you to dinner and pretend that we really are friends like I consider you to be. Stay spooky. Jessica, thank you so much for sending that, Jessica.
Thank you so much. We've gone to lunch and dinner with a couple spooky friends in the past. We've hung out with a few at Disneyland because we're really Akko Taco, and we have no like
lives. That's not true. We actually work a ton. So.
We need to work a ton. I was but no. I was gonna say that we don't know if people have limits, social limits.
This is a weird way you're putting this.
No, and so what we do is just like, you guys are gonna hang out with us, right? I know you just saw us right now, but we're gonna go on these rides, and are you guys just gonna go with us or? Whatever.
We don't know how to end social interactions.
We're
not here to test your limits.
No.
In any way.
Tell us your safety words. No, we don't know how to end social interactions. So when we meet people, some people are just like, okay, bye. And
like, bye, I
sometimes
guess.
we hold conversations for too long. So I felt bad for
This is all the things Robin's warning you about if you want to go to dinner with us.
Yeah. So when we met Nefcor at one of these events we went to recently, and I feel like we just took up so much of her time, and we kept talking to her, and I didn't know if she wanted to leave, but we just kept talking. And so if you want to go to dinner with us,
you're warned.
Yeah,
we'd be more than happy. We're not creeps.
We're
just weird,
but we start asking questions, like interview questions, like, oh, what do you do?
Yeah,
or what do you guys like?
True.
Or what, you know what I mean? We're very awkward. I don't know.
If you can't tell by that 5-minute rant on how awkward we are, we're awkward. So thank you, though, so much for sending it out, and definitely reach out to us if you're going to be in the Vegas area. So, awesome. Cool. Let's go over to Stream Chat, see what you had to say. Robin is definitely feeling her wine because she's definitely on the narrator side of things tonight. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. We're at 7:50. We have a tiny short story to go, so that's actually going to work out fairly well. Lots to talk about. The metric system. Sherry says howdy or meowdy. That's fun.
Let's see. Winter Girl says, I swore feet and foot were different. Okay, like foot was 12 inches and feet were more than that, like 2 feet. So 1 foot is 12 inches. And if you have 2 feet, it's 24 inches. That's just, foot and feet are the same thing. It's just when you have more than one, it's feet. And then when you have 1 foot, it's 1 foot.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have all learned now.
For all those people using metric that have no idea.
Alicia over on Facebook says, this is fisting and it is uncomfortable. Put it on a shirt. I should. I really, really should.
Yeah, I don't know.
Glitch says, as a Texan, I am offended. Winter Girl says, I feel attacked as a Texan. LMFAO.
911 Girl says, Adam, you're lucky I was driving when you took that cheap shot at the Cowboys. I'm over it now. Oh my god.
That's funny though. I'm gonna scroll a little bit. We need a Scaryish demon nightlight though. That's a pretty good idea. We've been asked for nightlights before.
That would be a cute nightlight, actually, to have the horns with the skull and have it be like see-through and the lines, the black parts of it as like the darker parts.
I could see that. Just got to figure out somewhere to make it. Winter Girl says, I swear it was like kids knew something was off with me. At 24, I found out I was autistic and have ADHD. So I was hardly ever invited to sleepovers. That was what spawned that one. Gotcha. All right. So scrolling a little bit.
I don't think being autistic and having ADHD means there's anything.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Though.
People are just assholes and didn't invite you to.
There's a show that I really loved. That was about the one kid with autism. Do you remember what it was called?
The one where he's a doctor?
No, not The Good Doctor. It was about the kid. He was still in high school or middle school or something, and he had autism, and it just goes through the things that his family learns. It has the one cop from Friends.
I remember the show, but I don't remember the name at all.
I wish I remember what it was called, because that show was very, very good.
Sherry Redneck says, pole position was awesome. I just don't remember it. The Snark says, Sean. Lying bitch. Sean was not as bad as Jim.
I love that you gave her
Jim Jailer.
Sean.
Jim Jailer was the fucking worst. Literally one of the worst human beings I've ever fucking worked with in my life. Anything. I could give two fucks.
Oh my god.
I would not piss on that dude if he was on fire to put him out. IRL.
Liz Betree says, who can eat that many tacos? 4 catering boxes? I mean
there's like 300 people. They were 50 each, I think. So.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, about pole position. Pole position out here is a go-kart.
Yeah,
it's
same
a
name.
Go-kart thing.
It's specifically to have people who remember that game be like, oh shit.
Is it?
Yes.
That's why it's called pole position?
It's like having a dirt bike park called Excite Bike.
Oh, okay. To me, pole position is NASCAR, right? When you vie for pole position, you have a race where you figure out who's going to be 1 through 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? Your pole position in your race. So I had no idea pole position was named.
Used to be a game too.
Yeah, oh my fucking. Today I learned.
Lorp Game says, I went on a haunted house thing on the Queen Mary long ago. That sounds pretty awesome. Liz Betree says, fuck Zach Bagels. I agree with that as well.
All right.
My sister lives in Henderson. Next time I visit her, I'll hit you guys up for drinks or something. That'd be super cool. I'll even bring some of my son's creepy dolls.
That's cute.
We'll sign them. I have terrible handwriting.
The Snark says talking and while saying goodbye is called the Southern goodbye.
The Tokyo Sayonara is when you say goodbye, but only to the cat.
Winter Girl says, I feel attacked by Robin. Wait, why? What did I say? Glitch says, I don't care. I still want to hang out.
Nefker says, oh my god, no, you guys didn't take up too much of my time, lol. I was just really nervous and didn't want to say anything dumb. I only went to Garden Walk to see you guys.
Aw, thank you so much.
That's very nice of you. And thank you for coming to see us. It was really nice to see literally anyone that listens or watches the show.
Shannon says it's called Atypical. Yes.
There you go.
I
nice.
love
Nailed
Atypical.
It,
it's so cute. If you folks have not seen Atypical, it's worth watching. I think there's 3 seasons. So good. I fucking
Alicia over there on Facebook also said Atypical on Netflix. That's the show that Robin likes.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Y'all should watch it.
Chunkster said it's on Netflix called Atypical. You said enough where everyone figured it. The Snark says, gag, Jim Jailer, I'd piss on him, but not when he's on fire. Oh god, man, that fucking place had some pieces of shit running it.
The Snark says pole position is also an F1 thing. It's just a racing thing.
Yeah, it's
so
like
you
if you take the
pole position.
It's like if you take the pole, that means you're going to start off in first place. Pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't watched any racing shit in like over 5 years. So, Winter Girl says, the more you know.
Oh, it hasn't really been that long.
I think it's been longer actually since we've been to something live. I'm just saying since I watched a race on TV, it's been like 5 years.
But you've watched me play Forza.
It's completely different. The Snark says, yep, it's the lineup somehow in Mario Kart. You always qualify 8th. That's funny. They always put you at the very back. It's such horse shit.
Winter Girl says, never heard of Atypical. Definitely recommend it. It's just so well written, and there's so much that goes on in that show. Love it.
Shannon says, me too. Loved it. All right, let's take a second stop and read this last one. It is not long. Gonna mark it and give you back the mouse.
I don't need to scroll, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, Robin doesn't need the mouse. Fuck me, I guess. My bad, dog.
Can I fist you again?
Get out of here, dude. Just read the fucking thing with the stuff. I'm just really excited because I'm at a really good spot.
In life? Yeah,
in The Great Hunt. It's the second book in Wheel of Time.
Oh, hold on. I got to show off my book
almost to the end. I'm over halfway. And Dragon Reborn is the next one, and Dragon Reborn is really fucking good too,
I'm on
y'all.
chapter 19 of Villainous Maker, okay?
I did that because the Snarked is watching, and the Snarked knows what I'm fucking talking about.
Okay.
Just read your stupid story.
Fuck you. Okay.
Let me rephrase that. Read the story. Stupid. The story's not stupid. She'll smack me. She did smack me. Marking it. Don't. Read your shit, drunkie.
All right, so I'm going to read the final email of this episode.
All right, then.
It begins. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello, we're all friends. It took me about a year and a half to finally submit my story. Don't judge me, Adam.
No judgment. Thank you for sending it in.
He says that, but he judges everyone.
Finally.
This happened sometime in July around my birthday. I only remember because my sister's boyfriend at the time gave me one of his action figures as a quote-unquote gift. When you say action figure, is it like...
It means it has adjustable joints and it can probably hold an item.
Yeah, it has to have adjustable joints for it to be an action figure,
I believe
right?
so.
Okay.
And if it has a Kung Fu grip, that means it's a G.I. Joe.
Other things have a kung fu grip, right?
I do.
Yeah! Ow!
Keep reading.
Let go, your hand's hot.
Yes, it is.
I had put it on top of my desk standing up and had the ceiling fan going for the next couple of nights. A couple nights later, I randomly woke up in the middle of the night. My room was pitch black, but at the end of my bed, I saw two figures.
Interesting.
Although they looked like,
Look like, ugh.
Although they looked like ovular orbs of energy, red, yellow, green, etc., I looked around the room to see if my eyes were just seeing random pieces of colors as they often do in the dark. When I didn't see anything else and sat up in my bed to take a closer look, squinting as I have terrible vision without my glasses, I sat up and the action figure fell off the desk.
That's fucking creepy.
As I explained earlier, I had my ceiling fan going for a couple nights after I had placed it there. I hurriedly turned on my lamp next to my bed and put on my glasses. I picked up the action figure and placed it on the dresser next to my bed. I turned the light off and the figures were gone. I was somehow not afraid, but always believed in the supernatural, so I thought this was pretty cool.
Somehow not afraid? You get right the fuck out of there, dog.
No, okay. So sometimes you have spirits, entities, things like that, right? That hang out around you, but because they're not... I was going to say maleficent. They're not malevolent, right?
Since they're not maleficent.
because they're...
So this person woke up and saw Angelina Jolie in their room playing with their action figures.
Yo, if I woke up and Angelina Jolie was in my room, I was like, you get in my bed right now.
I'd be like, Angelina, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. I don't like being woken up. I don't care how hot or talented she is.
Rude.
She probably punched me in the face.
Yeah, and I hope it fucking hurts.
Now sue the shit out of her because she's super rich. Just saying.
Man. Oof. Man, if she... oh, God, yeah.
Let's focus up.
Okay, so... yeah, so there are benevolent entities, right? So maybe this was one of those where if it was a supernatural entity, then it was something that didn't give off those malevolent vibes. Right?
You mean those Maleficent vibes? Stop hitting me, man.
Not sure if anyone else has ever experienced something like this. Thank you for Spooky Mom for all that you do, and happy late Mother's Day. Thank you, Adam and Robin, for keeping this podcast going. It really helps me get through work while dealing with angry customers.
We're happy that this helps deal with angry customers because they're the worst.
They're the worst. And yeah, thank you so much, Amber, for sharing that with us.
Indeed. I will say that you should lead out with, I don't have very good vision and I have corrective lenses, because when that part popped up, I'm like, seems dubious now. But it definitely is very odd that as soon as you turn on your light, something falls down. Or as soon as you look, something falls down. When you turn your light, it's gone. That's fucking crazy.
The thing with the corrective lenses is...
Speaking as someone who never wears her corrective prescription lenses when she drives.
Even if you're in the dark, right? If you just saw two lights, you'd still see two lights. You're not fucking blind, right? You still see those lights. It's not like you don't see light anymore. You still see light. You just see blurs. You can't see me.
She's just waving her hands
like
all around like a crazy person right now.
Anyway, no. You can still see it. Just because you have corrective lenses doesn't mean you can't see anything.
Okay.
It's just blurry. So they still saw some type of colorful light.
I stand corrected.
Fuck.
Completely. You're 100%
It was a
reliable
ghost.
in your account, despite the fact that you have bad vision without your glasses. I'm just saying that's a detail you put in front of your story, not in the middle of your story, because it undercuts your credibility. I 100% believe you. So
no, it doesn't undercut it because when you
Robin,
wear glasses,
shut up! Jesus Christ, man! Let's move on.
No, it has nothing to do with the ability to see. You still see two figures.
I'm going to take off your glasses and say, "Tell me when you see this," and then punch you in the fucking face. Get out of here, man! All right, that's it. I'm done with this story. We're moving to marbles. Fuck this. All right, let's see what you wonder folks had to say over there in the stream chat. You can shake your head at me all you want. If you need fucking corrective lenses to see and everything is blurry as fuck, that's something you just say in your story to start, or just leave it out entirely. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to shit all over me just because I brought that up. All right. The Snark says, cue my big smile. Chunkster says, I don't know. See, because I did the fucking thing with the book. Chunk says, I don't know if I have a dirty mind, but I totally was thinking of something else when you said pole position. You don't have a dirty mind. Like, that's reasonable. Chunk says, thank y'all for explaining because y'all saved me some face.
Strap on.
Strap onto that pole position.
Oh, yeah.
Winter Girl says, Adam, you need a piece of plexiglass between you and Robin. No shit, right? Or like chicken wire, like in what is it called?
I'd still stick my fingers through it.
I'm far enough away where you wouldn't hit me. Chicken wire from like Blues Brothers, where they throw the beer bottles and they still get hit by the shards. ASP Bunny says, I'm here late, but I'm here. No worries. Lisberty says, God damn it. Lisberty says, I have a lazy eye, in parentheses, can't be corrected with glasses, and I see double light because of it.
Interesting.
Winter Girl says, I once heard footsteps coming up the stairs in a dark shadow between the space of my door and the door frame. That's fucking terrifying. Elizabeth Tree says, not saying I don't believe, I just say corrective lenses don't work for everything. Gotcha. ASP Bunny says, my power was out all night, so my phone's been dead, and I didn't get stream notification.
Oh, no.
That stinks.
That sucks.
All right. We are pretty caught up. I'm going to go ahead and get marbles started while Robin rants about something.
All right. Yeah. Metric system. Can you guys stop fighting out there? Jesus Christ.
My mom's fist fighting with someone. It's really weird.
Can you not hear that? Like downstairs?
No, I can't. And they can't either.
It's just like... Because they're fighting with each other downstairs. And all you hear is their nails on the floor just fighting with each other back and forth.
Are you sure they're not just running around enjoying life as a dog? Bye, Robin. I should lock that fucking door. All right. Let me get my chat window moved over. Where the hell did my mouse go? There it is. Found it. Oh, Robin's going to bring both the dogs in here now because that makes sense. They're all rowdy and fighting downstairs, but bringing them in the tiny office should do the trick. It sounds like the dog is playing some sort of music with her tail against our chairs. Close the door. Close the fucking thing. All right. So we're going to move over into Marbles on Stream. Go ahead and type in exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number that goes with the track you would like to race. We're going to take some votes. Going to do 2 tracks tonight as usual. Laura Ann says, dogs. ASB says, oh, be nice. You love each other. You should have been here for the rest of the stream. Winter Girl says, should I send the story in? Absolutely. Please send us the story. We would love to hear it.
What is someone saying about Mr. Magoo?
Glitch says, wear your glasses. I can't see anything without mine. I am Mr. Magoo.
Oh, okay.
I like how you just read Mr. Magoo, but you decide not to read the rest of that sentence.
I like the word Mr.
And then
Magoo.
ask me to clarify it for you.
When we went to that all you can eat with all those people, we were trading glasses around to see how bad everyone's eyesight was. And I found that very entertaining. Where's Twitch on my cell phone? You never call me on my cell phone. Is that the words?
It's either you never or you always. I have no idea.
Is it you always call me on my cell phone? I think it's
no
you
idea.
never. I think you never call me on your cell phone.
All right. Winter Girl says, y'all have a good night. Thank you so much.
Aw,
Sherry
thank you for
says, can't
joining
play
us.
because still can't sign into Twitch. So annoying.
That sucks.
That does suck.
Aw, ASB Bunny says, my nephew wants to say hi. Hello, nephew.
Hello. Thank
Hello,
you for
baby
joining us,
bunny.
nephew. Baby Bunny is
Baby
what you
bun.
said.
Baby bun.
There we go. I finally got mine to work. Oh my god, hang on. Share. Shout out to Malum who just resubscribed using Prime Gaming for the 16th month. You're so smart and handsome. That's me.
I wonder if I can do that with... Oh, no. I don't know who I'm subscribed with my Prime subscription.
So here's the funny thing. Everything is tied right now with one vote. So if you vote for whatever is currently with one vote, it becomes the leader. And if you vote for one thing randomly that has no votes, it will be tied. So I'm going to vote for 53, and it turns out it's called Haunted Hills, and it's now in the lead.
It's how old my bones feel sometimes.
Haunted Hills.
53.
Your jokes suck.
Your jokes suck.
Ow, my bum hurts. I've been in this fucking chair for 13 hours.
You want me to
No,
massage your
I don't.
ass?
I don't want you to finger my butthole.
No, massage your
You're
ass.
full of it. You won't massage. You don't massage anything.
What if I was just like...
No. That's just groping. All right, we're getting so many folks voting for 53 that I think that's going to be the one to go with. Haunted Hills, I'm going to go ahead and select it. Let's see what the times are like on that. For Haunted Hills, on average, it takes 4 minutes and 24 seconds to finish. Record time is 3:36, so this is a long fucking race. On average, it takes us 4 minutes and 28 seconds, and our record time is 4:06. So let's get in there. The Morbies is so cute.
Sherry says, I just bought new glasses. I can't wait for them to come in. By the way, I'm craving sushi again. Fucking love sushi. Love sushi so much.
Had
It is
sushi
my
last
favorite
night?
food. And you know what my favorite piece of sushi is? Salmon.
Salmon collar, I'd say.
No. I like if you do salmon,
No.
nigiri, right? And then you put like Japanese mayo on it, blast it with a little blowtorch, sear that shit. So good.
We only have 8 marbles right now, y'all. Where are you folks at? Exclamation point play to get in the race. I can see you there.
Wow, ASB Bunny says, my sisters and I are the Flagadoot because that's what a group of jackalope are called. What
Cool.
the? What?
Good to know. I'm going to go back and say exclamation point play for anyone who wants to join the race, which does include Robin.
He's saying that to me.
I'm saying that's everyone because we, again, only have 10 marbles
Lisbeth
right
Tree,
now.
if you just type in exclamation point play, your ball automatically gets put into the race.
All you got to do,
And yeah.
gravity takes over the rest. If your marble comes in first place, you win a sticker. So yeah, I guess we got a lot of folks who are not going to be entering the race. It's totally up to you. It's not a requirement
it's a
by any means.
free thing we do at the end of our streams so that everybody gets an opportunity, maybe, to win a free sticker, Scaryish sticker, that I package up and mail out to you. And, you know, free merch. Can't go wrong, right?
All right. So 11 is the number, and away we go.
And away we go. Man, I kind of want to rewatch Rick and Morty. Do you like Rick and Morty?
I love Rick and Morty. You know that.
Too.
So it looks like Nafcore is right behind Girl Panic.
And you know, we've been watching the playoff games for the Golden Knights, which
It's happening
did the
right
game
now.
Finish?
It's been probably
An hour and a half?
2.5 hours.
Oh,
At this point.
2.5 hours?
Yeah,
It's
2 hours and 8 minutes. So it's close. It's really
yeah.
close to being done.
And while watching actual real hockey on TV, they say all these things that you hear in Letterkenny because Letterkenny is based in Canada.
Turns out
and
Letterkenny's not making up slang
Yeah.
just for their TV show.
It's pretty freaking funny. But yeah, makes me want to watch Letterkenny every time we watch hockey.
Girl Panic is in the lead with Nefcore right behind Donosaur, Lore, and Chungster bringing up the top 5. This is a very long track, and this is the one where you eventually make it into the house and you just sort of float around and no one knows what the F is happening. Shout out to ASB Bunny for subscribing for the 21st month.
What?
Says, I'd love for Adam to give me his best Australian oi. Here it comes. Oi.
What is that?
Oi! It's the best I can do. I actually think that is the best I can do. I think it's the first time Robin's ever actually watched the race. Is that like jack-o'-lantern thing back there?
Yeah. Whoa.
Ooh, Girl Panic
See
got
what I'm
snagged
saying?
and is being skipped to the front of the line or killed. It's always hard to tell what's going to happen.
These things are crazy.
Crazy. We're giving it away. That is from In the Army Now. I doubt any of you have ever seen that movie.
Is that the one with Pauly Shore?
It is.
I only hear you talk about it.
Yeah, I figured that you didn't see it because you would have mentioned it by now. Shannon says, I've got to head to bed now. Have a good night, spooky friends.
Thank you so
much
much
for joining us, Shannon. We sincerely appreciate it. I think this might be the shortcut, and this is probably how...
Whoa.
Oh, no.
No.
You're eliminated. I really thought that would be like how you got the record. That stinks. Girl Panic says, what the fuck? LOL. Everybody says, brilliant, great, amazing. Thank you so much. In response to like that floating moment, Glitch said, hacks, what the fuck? LOL. Curse Wolf did exclamation point play. I don't think it lets you join in that late, but man, I am happy you tried, because at least now we know. Also, shout out to Curse Wolf for subscribing with Prime Gaming for the 30th month in a row.
Wow.
Just one of those OGs. Girl Panic says, dude, no fair. LMAO. That's so fun. I really thought it was going to dump you in that window and you're going to finish with a time of like 2:30 and become the world record holder on Haunted Hills. Right now, Nevcore is chasing down Ares 22 for the Scaryish record holder. And we'll see what happens, because in here, who the fuck knows? Like, everywhere else it makes sense, because it's like, oh, it's just physics. But in here, you can't even see, like, what the track is or what's,
yeah,
like,
because
making
it's
you
an invisible
move.
box. Yeah.
Invisible boxes are the worst.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We just know that Nevcore is in the lead because she's behind the Ghost Ball, and the Ghost Ball traces out the track and how it's supposed to be run.
The Curse Wolf says, I was watching the hockey game. How'd it go? Did they win?
You gonna have us be spoiled for it right now?
Oh, okay.
I don't really care.
I don't.
I was just gonna check on my phone as soon as the show
Okay.
was over, so let us know. Did they win? Did they lose? What was the score? They fucking dominated game one, that's all I'll say.
Glitch says, I think if you grew up in the 90s, you've seen all the terrible and or amazing Pauly Shore movies.
He was just like the biggest thing in the world for a little while. It was crazy.
Glitch says, watch the Goofy movie, which also featured Pauly Shore. The Curse Wolf says, it's still going, but we aren't doing good.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That's not good.
Oh, Canada.
Girl Panic 95 says, I'll never vote for this track again, LMAO. Curse Wolf says, game 2 of round 3 at home, and we are losing. Yeah, but if you split 1-1 at home, it's not too bad, so don't get too freaked out. They dominated game 1, so they can at least take 1 when they go back to Montreal. Plus the Western Conference semis. It's going to be hard.
Congratulations, Nefcore, for winning.
Shout out to Malum for coming in second.
Third place.
And Robin was third. We're going to watch everyone else just sort of float in. Nefcore, type in exclamation point merch. Click that link. Then go to Robin's Kawaii Corner. While there, find a Scaryish themed sticker. Let us know which one you would like.
And email us, storytime@scaryish.com, with your name and mailing address. And actually, I have your name and mailing address. But, if you want to reiterate it.
It'll just make it quicker.
Yeah, just email us at storytime@scaryish.com.
Booyah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so right now for the season, Nefcore moves up to 6 points. Only 4 points from a win.
What? Why?
It's because we have so few people. 6 points. I go up to
Okay.
10. Robin goes up to 3. Laura Ann 2. Liz
I'm
Tree
winning.
1. ASP Bunny is at 9. Chunkster is at 10. How are you winning with 3 when I have 10?
I thought the 10 was me.
I have 10.
I'm dyslexic.
Chunkster has 10. ASP Bunny has 9.
I don't know, man.
All right. Let's go ahead and vote for the last track of the night.
What do I want? What do I want?
Which says, yes, Stick Buck, my favorite.
Oh, I thought that was a Pauly Shore movie. I get it now. Making fun of hockey. Got it.
It won't let me connect to you, chat. This happens all the time on my phone.
You know when I'm at work and I'm watching Twitch, it keeps buffering, and it only for this one stream, because I only watch a couple streams. Only for one stream that I watch, it's like it'll be fine for 30 minutes, and then it'll keep buffering, and then I miss all like the channel points because it keeps buffering. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's really annoying. All right, right now, Temple of Steve has 5 votes. We're going to let this scroll past one more time, but realistically, I think Temple of Steve is going to be our track, but who knows? We'll give it a little bit of time for the democratic process to play out. I got a 59-second voicemail from a blocked number, which is almost certainly about my car's extended warranty, and I'm going to fucking scream if that's the case.
Why scream?
Why not?
No.
Why question it?
Yeah. I don't know. ASB Bunny says the baby's getting grumpy.
Oh no. Glitch says Temple of Steve is the best, but that's my temple. Y'all stay out.
That's funny.
That is a funny joke.
Man, I'm tired and I wish the summer wasn't so hot.
I can't believe it got this hot this fast.
Oh, yeah.
Usually it's like it takes till at least like summer is actually here, June 20th, for it to start getting really
it's not
boiling.
even summer yet?
No, it's still fucking spring.
Get out.
All right, Temple of Steve is our track. Average time to
Sweet
complete
baby
2:32.
Jesus.
Record time 1:47. Locally for the Spooky Friends, we do it in 2:35. Hailstorm has the record at 2:11. Let's all get inside Steve, shall we?
Let's all get inside Steve. Liz Vitry says, heat and wine always makes me tired. Absolutely.
Exclamation point play to join the race.
The sun really takes it out of you. Anytime I go outside, it's exhausting.
Beats you up, man. It really does. All right, we already got 10 marbles, which is exactly how many we had last time.
No, we had 11 last time.
Well, we should have 11 then. Whoever didn't join in that raced last time should join in again and race this time again and join and race. There we go. There's Chunkster. There's the Snark. We're up to 12. It's always nice to see the extra one get in there. I saw Cursed Wolf, so I was like, we're definitely going to get up to 12. Now we're at 13. Hell yeah. This is what's up. ASB says the sun here where I am is so strong. Same. Cursed Wolf says,
okay, is it going to snow there because it's winter in Australia?
Eventually, yeah. I don't know. ASB Bunny, does it snow there?
Yeah, does it snow there? Is it going to snow soon? Or do you cool down soon? I don't know.
Cursed Wolf says, hey, Adam, if you come across an Xbox X or PS5 in the shuffle that you don't want, let me know, man. We are still hunting for it. Honestly, I sign up for every one of the systems that I see. I had not been signing up for the Series X that are like, they look like Xbox Ones. Because I didn't know if you would want it, but I will now. So
the Snark said on a certain day, Targets get their orders of PS5s and stuff in, and they went in the morning of one of those days and was able to get one. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Lisbertree says, what is cold in Australia? Also keep in mind, Australia is a continent, not just a country. It's a big place. So it could change depending on what part of Australia they are in. Cursed Wolf says, we are only looking for the disc version. I am the same way.
I'm pretty sure that's the PS5 that they got. So, and I think the Snark got his PS5 like
a while
recently, like a month ago. Yeah.
Cursed Wolf is currently in the lead with me right behind him.
So, and they're in Vegas too. So I don't know which Target that they got theirs at, but they got theirs fairly recently. The
fan blades are the great deciders.
Roughly 1.5 months is what they said.
Of these races right now, Robin is in the lead. Boo. Come on, everybody say boo. Snark says I had to buy it online still.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Lisbetry on the other side is actually giving Robin a little bit of a run for her money, which is nice to see. The fan blade. I actually liked Robin. She passed right through it. Lisbetry got a little bit caught up. So you always what? What?
Hope I do well in these things.
ISP Bunny says Australia is a myth and I am an enigma. That's funny. Mr. Enigma. Edward Nigma.
Is
just the worst fucking line of logic that I've ever
in
seen
Batman?
in a movie. Yes.
I thought
Robin
that movie
avoids yet another fan blade.
I thought that movie was really good.
I liked the movie, but I'm not saying it's a good movie. There are two different things. Like, I like bad movies sometimes. Love Judge Dredd. I'll watch the shit out of some Judge Dredd. The OG with Sylvester Stallone, where he takes his helmet off immediately as a character that never took his helmet off in the comic books and pissed literally everyone off that cared about the comics.
Batman Forever.
It is possible that Robin will fall to her untimely death, but it's more likely that she's going to win right now. Boo! Come on, everyone. Let me hear you say boo! Whoever finishes next, however, will collect the prize. Unless it's me. Donosaur is over there like, where the fuck's the thing? Okay, cool.
52DZ says most retailers are online orders for the new consoles so they can manage the quantity. That sucks.
Also, they just don't care if people are buying them just to scalp them. Cursed Wolf 89, congratulations on your win of the prize. Donosaur is third, and What's Her Name is fourth. Laura Ann is fifth, and everyone else is dropping like flies. ASB Bunny almost made it in. I think Chunkster and the Snark might make it in.
I love watching these balls like shaking in the bowl.
I made it in, which is cool. And that's the game. 6 of 13 survive. You guys owe me enough wins, so pass. So congratulations to Dinosaur. Type in !merch. Click that link. Go to Robin's Kawaii Corner.
Find a Scaryish sticker that you like and let me know. Email us, storytime@scaryish.com with your name and mailing address and which sticker you like, and we'll mail it out to you.
Indeed. Indubitably. Sherry says, yay, Robin, for winning. Thank you for being supportive.
You.
That's very nice of you.
So, Meadows, we got to figure out a day to do something.
You just got to go get dinner. Text me. We'll figure something out 100%.
And we'll go to the right place this time.
It happened one time. Gosh. Robin goes up to 8 points on the season. I'm What's Your Name is now at 11. Malum, that's me, is now at 11. So we are tied for first. And Chunkster is at 10 with ASB Bunny right behind with 9. So pretty good stuff for this sesh, y'all. It's nice to see that the buttons are still working. I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. This thing as in the racing game we just played. And then we're going to go ahead and close out the show. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it and do exactly that.
You'll get there. There you go.
Fuck you. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent in stories tonight. It is always so awesome to read stories from folks who are actually listening to the show, enjoying the content, and want to share with us. It still shocks me that anyone does this. And we've done 166 Storytime episodes. And we used to read used to read Homegrown Horrors at the beginning of the topic episodes too, if you recall that. So we've gone through a lot of y'all's stories, and we sincerely appreciate it. If you have a story you would like to share with us, we would love to hear it. We would love to read it on the show. So email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. You can fill out that form and it'll come directly to us. Or you can hit us up on our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @ScarishPod. And Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. We hope to hear from you so that we can read your story and give you credit for some spooky stuff, because we got some really good ones tonight, and we really appreciate it. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Tiers start at $1. At $1, you get ad-free episodes. You can't really go wrong there.
Ad-free is the way to be.
So if you head on over there, there's a bunch of different tiers to check out. If you're not into the monthly tier type stuff, you can go to ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are one-time donations. All your donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup, keep the podcast going, keep us making more stuff.
Indeed. So thank you one more time for listening, supporting us, all the things that you wonderful folks out there do. We feel it and we appreciate it. So Robin, I think that's everything for this episode of Storytime. Let's go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.